Hi, this is Ron Janish, and as you probably know, I'm with andrewscourse.com. This is Roger Babson. This is my mentor, Dr. Alan Andrews. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at Andrews in a slightly different way. We're not just going to look at the pitchfork, and we're going to look at a few other things. So bear with me here for a second. Let's take a look at a few stocks in the past to help me make my point. Uh, when we A while back we posted this chart. This was on 10/8. We posted this chart to the group, and I think we also posted it on some public website. And by the way, if you want a way to get our emails a few times a week that show different charts and different, it's kind of tweet with a chart, nothing really heavy to look at. You just go over here in new and you fill in your email address here, and then you're started on that direction. Okay, so anyway, let's where we are. We're back here. No, that's not it. Let's see, where are we? Oh yes, we were over here. So what happened was, on the 8th of October, this here was posted, and the low here was October 7th. And wherever you see this gray line is this data here, and this is the last price that the data services sent us out. So this was up here. This chart was made on October 8th, and we determined that this was one of Andrew's OR points. Okay, and even if you find, let's say you find an OR point and you want to do something that raises your confidence, well, what you can do is you can do multi-technique analysis with Andrews, and that's what's so neat. So for example, let's take a look back at ED. All right, ED, for example, you could have looked at this had you put up the proper chart with what's called the 3 and 4 technique. You could have done any one of a number of things, and besides just drawing your median line, which is nice, but you can go beyond that definitely. Okay, and one of the neat things is that when something takes off and takes off strongly, that it typically won't come anywhere near this lower parallel, and that's kind of interesting. So what happened here is it took off strongly, and yesterday we posted a chart, and the chart really said was, look, if you draw these lines here, you can see using the standard course rules that prices are very cooperative, and the market wants to go up, right? That this is a pattern that's likely to provide continuation of the move. But where do you buy? Where do you get in? Well, what you can do is you can use the course lines in different ways to do that, and you can see here that prices came back down to the median line, and upward and onward we go. Okay, and now let's say, okay, you don't want to draw a median line with this, you want to do something else. Well, what you can do is you can use the 3 and 4 technique, and then you can use action reaction lines to determine what you want to do. Or you can take it to another level, where what you can do is you can use the 3 and 4 technique to verify this particular interpretation. Okay, so anyway, I don't know what's going on here. Let me fix this. This is okay. As you can tell, I'm doing this on the fly here. Okay, so here we are, and here's one example. Now here's let's find another more recent example. Let's take a look. Here we go. Currencies, Forex. Okay, in the Forex we found the euro and the Australian dollar. Okay, that was a currency pair that gave us a really nice reversal indicator here. This was back November 7th. Okay, and you can, okay, so let's see what has it done since then. That's up a little bit today. And as you can see, the move has nicely continued. Okay, and what you find is you don't find prices going near this particular line here, this parallel line here. You find these websites, uh, this stuff on the web, especially on the forex, saying, "Oh, watch for the prices coming down to the line." Yeah, once in a while they do, but if you look for your if you look for your 3 and 4 pattern, you'll find that when you have a 3 and 4, you rarely get prices coming back down to this line. So I wouldn't waste my time. When you have a 3 and 4, it's really rare that they come down to this line. Okay, so we have that, and so one of the things you want to look at is, okay, you have your 3 and 4, you have your other course methods, you have your easy, in this particular one here, the easy reversal pattern, and you want to find ones that are very, very likely to go a nice long way, because when you're in this area here, when you go long in this area here, that's where your risk is. You're risking prices closing below here, which they could do, unless you use the reaction line entry method with the 3 and 4. Then that's very unlikely to happen on that next day, because I like to get in on an OR day, like I did in the past there. So anyway, so in this case here, we have our targets are way up here somewhere, and just, people will say to me, "Well, gee, Ron, what do you use for a target here?" I say, "Well, I don't have an exact target, but I do know that over 80% of the time prices make it to the median line." Now, if I add using reaction lines, using the 3 and 4 technique, I can have an intersection of some lines that gives me an idea as to how far it goes. And we all know that even with your red line target, the prices go past it. So, quite often, and that's a good thing. So anyway, so we're here on this one here, and once again, you want to do that. So let's find a new one that I haven't covered before. Okay, here we go. Here's a new one. Okay, so here's a new one. So if you get a chance today, apply the different course methods. You've got your 3 and 4, you've got your EZ, you have just a whole wonderful variety of things. And what's really neat is that you can even look at this to a certain extent with what am I going to say, with some type of Elliott wave type thing, because if you notice prices here, let's look at this on a monthly basis. Okay, they've come up now for a 1, down for a 2, and now up for a 3. And the theory is that even if this is a C wave, you've got a move that goes a ways that way. So it's still in your favor that prices go up, maybe up to here, somewhere around there. Okay, and we're at 12 bucks and something now. So anyway, give this one a look-see, and when you do an analysis, do one that encompasses the different techniques in the course manual, right? Not just drawing the median line, not just easy pattern. Do one that encompasses more than that, right? So I thank you for your time, and see you next time.